Hello, my name is Richard McMunn, and in this training lesson, I will teach you how to prepare for a learning and development interview. If you are applying for any learning and development position with any company, business, or organization, make sure you stay tuned because the tips, questions, and brilliant, unique sample answers I am about to give you will help you get hired at the first attempt. I spent 7 years as a training officer for the fire service, so I fully understand what you need to do to pass your L&D interview. To help you pass your interview at the first attempt, I will cover the following 4 things in this lesson. Number 1, I will tell you what the most frequently asked L&D interview questions are. These questions feature during 95% of learning and development interviews. Number 2, I will give you 2 very important tips for answering each learning and development interview question correctly. Number 3, I will then give you a unique top scoring sample answer to each interview question that will impress the interviewer. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download my 22 great answers to difficult learning and development interview questions. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are getting hired at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button because that genuinely motivates me to create more brilliant content for you. Thank you very much indeed. The first question you will have to answer at your L&D interview is going to be, tell me about yourself. Tip number 1, I strongly recommend you practice your answer several times before your interview. It is essential to come across as a good communicator who has the skills, experience, and passion to do a great job in the learning and development role you have applied for. Tip number 2 is a brilliant tip. I recommend in your answer you talk about the following 4 things. Write these down. Number 1, the skills you have that match the learning and development job description. Number 2, the experience you can bring to their organization. Number 3, details of any achievements you have attained in your career so far. And then finally, number 4, the type of L&D professional you will be in the role for their organization. And you will notice that those 4 things stand for SEAT, S-E-A-T. And you can easily remember my SEAT structure for tell me about yourself because you will be sat down on a seat at your L&D interview. So here is my unique example answer that will help you pass your interview. Write this down and practice it. Tell me about yourself. Thank you for the opportunity to apply for this learning and development position with your organization. I would describe myself as a passionate, knowledgeable, supportive, and dedicated learning and development professional with the skills and experience to meet the role's demands. My experience in delivering team training sessions, creating training guides, managing learning records, and also using LMS platforms to deliver, manage, and track online learning and training programs for employees means I can have an immediate impact in the role. I have a track record of accomplishment. In my last position, I was praised by the senior management team for aligning training with the organization's commercial and strategic goals and for conducting a targeted training needs analysis by meeting with department heads to identify skills gaps. If you hire me in this position, I will deliver engaging, relevant and timely training to staff that helps them grow, develop and improve and assists the organisation in becoming a market leader. So that is a brilliant example answer to that first learning and development interview question, tell me about yourself. And you can see how effective my seat structure is. Skills, experience, achievements, and the type of person you will be in the role for their organisation. Here is the next question I strongly recommend you prepare for. Why do you want to work in learning and development? Tip number 1. This next common question is clearly assessing your motivations for wanting to work in learning and development. It takes a unique set of skills to design and implement training programs that enhance employee skills, knowledge and confidence, while also ensuring they align with organisational goals. Tip number 2. The best reasons to want to work in learning and development include lifelong learning is your passion. You thrive on being the person responsible for helping others realise their full potential, and you also value being a trusted advisor to your employer. So here is another unique example answer that will help you pass your interview. Why do you want to work in learning and development? I want to work in learning and development because I am passionate about lifelong learning. I get to use one of my greatest strengths, creativity, to help others realise their full potential, and I can positively influence the future success of an organisation by helping to develop staff. Finally, I want to work in L&D because I enjoy becoming a trusted advisor for my employer, a responsibility I take very seriously. Again, you can see how these answers will help you easily beat the competition at your learning and development interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have many more tips, questions and answers to give you. But when you are ready, click the link in the top right-hand corner of the video, go through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can instantly download these slides plus my full set of 22 learning and development interview questions and top scoring ready-made answers. Here is the next question I strongly recommend you prepare for. How do you assess training needs within an organisation? Tip number 1. This next common question is clearly assessing your ability to conduct a training needs analysis. This is important. Make sure you give a structured step-by-step breakdown of how you would conduct a training needs analysis once you commence work in the position. Tip number 2, make sure you include the following in your answer. Say you would use an evidence-based approach. Say you would liaise with managers, leaders and stakeholders. Say you would ask exploratory questions, and also say you would identify knowledge gaps. So here is another brilliant example answer. How do you assess training needs within an organisation? I assess training needs by following a structured, methodical and evidence-based approach. I speak to managers to understand performance data, which then translates into training gaps that are impacting productivity, service delivery or compliance. I then observe how employees are working to understand the root cause of the issue and whether training is the right solution. Once I have a clear picture, I prioritise the training needs based on business objectives. I ask 3 key questions. What does the organisation need to achieve? Where are the current skills or knowledge gaps? And which interventions will deliver the greatest return on investment? I then consult with stakeholders and leaders, gather feedback and review existing training materials to ensure there is no duplication. Finally, I produce a clear training needs analysis report that outlines the issues, recommended solutions, and the expected benefits. That is a brilliant answer that will help you easily pass your learning and development interview. Here is the next question that comes up all the time. How would you handle staff who are resistant to training? Tip number 1. This next common learning and development interview question assesses communication skills, your ability to persuade and motivate others, and resilience. Tip number 2. In your answer, say that you would build a positive rapport with those resistant to training, seek to clarify their perspective, demonstrate an understanding of their viewpoint, and then work hard to outline the benefits of training and how it will make a positive difference to their career development. So here is another brilliant example answer. How would you handle staff who are resistant to training? I fully understand that some employees may initially be resistant to training. To handle this, I start by building rapport and asking open-ended questions to understand the root cause, whether it's a lack of confidence, previous negative experiences, or concerns about workload. Once I understand their perspective, I clearly explain the benefits of the training for them personally, such as increased confidence, career progression, new skills, and the ability to work more efficiently. I also clarify how the training contributes to the organization's goals and strengthens job security for everyone. I then adapt my approach to their needs by breaking the training into manageable steps, offering additional support, or demonstrating how similar training has helped colleagues succeed. Throughout, I make sure I am visible, accessible, and supportive so they feel valued rather than pressured. So that is another top scoring answer that will help you easily pass your learning and development interview. Now, the next thing to do is download these slides plus my full set of 22 learning and development interview questions and top scoring answers. You can do that right now by clicking that link in the top right hand corner of the video and going through to my website, passmyinterview.com. Make sure you download that guide because you will get all of the answers to the questions that will likely come up at your learning and development interview. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for getting hired. Have a great day.